big news for fans of The Last of Us. Neil Druckmann is moving on from HBO's adaptation to focus on his next gaming adventure. For those keeping an eye on HBO's hit series, The Last of Us, there's been a significant creative shift. Neil Druckmann, who co-created the beloved Naughty Dog video games that inspired the show, is stepping back before Season 3. Although Druckmann will no longer be involved in directing or writing the upcoming season, he remains a co-creator and executive producer. Druckmann explained his decision, saying, "I've made the difficult choice to step away from my creative work on The Last of Us at HBO. With Season 2 wrapped up, and before we dive into the creative process for Season 3, it's the perfect moment for me to fully commit to Naughty Dog and its upcoming projects, particularly directing and writing for our next game, Intergalactic The Heretic Prophet. My new role as studio head and head of creative will be my primary focus," he shared in a statement this Wednesday. He continued, "Co-creating the show has been a monumental moment in my career. Working alongside Craig Mazin to executive produce, direct and write for the previous 2 seasons has been a true honor. I'm deeply grateful for the talented cast and crew whose dedication brought The Last of Us Part 1 to life, and for their ongoing efforts in adapting The Last of Us Part 2. Druckmann concluded by expressing his optimism. "I'm eager to see HBO and PlayStation Productions continuing Ellie and Abby's journey in the next season." Showrunner Craig Mazin also shared his thoughts. "Working with Neil has been a creative dream, and bringing his incredible work to life on HBO has been a privilege. As a fan of Naughty Dog and Neil's video game work, I'm incredibly eager to experience his next game. While Neil focuses on his new project, I'll continue collaborating closely with our talented cast and crew to deliver the show our audience loves. We owe a huge thank you to Neil and Hallie Gross for entrusting us with the amazing story of The Last of Us Part 2, and we're equally thankful to the millions of viewers worldwide who tune in." The Last of Us video game itself unfolds in a world ravaged by a devastating fungal plague, which has left much of humanity transformed into zombie-like creatures. The plot revolves around Joel, who resides in a heavily guarded quarantine zone. He shares a bond with Tess, a black market operative. Together, their fearsome reputation in the community leads them to an unexpected mission: smuggling Ellie, a young girl with a mysterious immunity, out of the zone. This journey quickly proves far more challenging than they anticipated. With his renewed focus on Naughty Dog, Neil Druckmann is set to fully dedicate his efforts to their next blockbuster game, Intergalactic The Heretic Prophet. Set thousands of years in the future, the game follows Jordan A. Munn, portrayed by Tati Gabrielle from Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, a bounty hunter stranded on Semperia. This distant planet has been isolated from the rest of the universe for centuries. The game promises a star-studded cast, including Kumail Nanjiani, Tony Dalton, Troy Baker, Hallie Gross, and Stephen A. Chang. It's no shock that Neil Druckmann is moving on from HBO's The Last of Us. The series is in capable hands, and creating a new blockbuster game is a huge task that demands all hands on deck. What do you think? Will The Last of Us Season 3 retain its magic without Neil Druckmann directly involved? Share your thoughts in the comments below.